welcome back to the Dana Lee Project. We have another episode for you today where I am answering some rando question that Mandy's been keeping notes and throwing some questions to throw at me for these episodes. So I have no idea what she's going to ask me. All right, Mandy, lay it on me.
This one's a fun one, and I can't wait to see what you have to say. As a trainer and health influencer, what stereotypes do you think you fall into and are totally you? And what stereotypes do you just go against?
Ooh. Ooh. All right, let's see.
In her muscle shirt. Her muscle shirt.
Okay. Yes, definitely. Okay. So, I'm also known for cutting up t-shirts. So yes, it's like having my arms, I have to cut. So a little bit of that, I guess, would be a stereotype of my muscle shirts and my arms busting out of
Yeah, I love it. When you sat down, I knew I had this question, and I'm like, I love that she's wearing a muscle shirt right now. It's perfect. It's perfect for this story. But you don't always wear muscle shirts, just, to be said.
Let's see, what other stereotypes? Ooh, this is a good one, but it's a tough one for me to right on the spot. Maybe it would be easier because you've known me for a while. We work out together on our live stream, so maybe you can even observe something that's oh yeah, okay, she's definitely a trainer. Trainers do that. I don't know. Can you think of anything?
I don't even know what trainers do. What do trainers do? I guess you're really as an authentic person, you just are if you were to talk to you right off the bat without even thinking, you were a trainer. You wake up in the morning and you're a trainer. It's the way you are. So I would say if you were to be oh, I don't know what to do. My back hurts or something. You would be let me tell you what to do. This is the exercise you need to do. This is what, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I guess that's a stereotype, just being yeah.
What's coming to mind is so if we're in a public place and there's you can take the escalator or you can take the stairs. I will take the stairs.
Yeah.
I will take the stairs.
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Sorry, I can't take the escalator. I'm a trainer. I can't have you take the escalator.
And then exactly. Right next to me, and then whoever I'm with is fuck you, Dana. Damn you.
Okay, but see at the top.
Yeah, exactly. I'm I want to take the stairs. Sometimes after walking, I'll take the stairs and do every other stair because it stretches my legs and it feels good. So I don't know. Yeah, I think that's a pretty good stereotype that I fall into. Yes, I do protein shakes. So I think that is also a stereotype. But I also do that because I used to be such a breakfast person. And maybe this is also something okay, this is kind of two of the stereotypes that I don't participate in and then I do participate in. So I really believed breakfast was the most important meal of the day. I legitimately believed that back in the day, break the fast and all that. And
found the proteins.
Yeah, and all that stuff. And then once I understood, well, now I was eating based on the clock and not necessarily my body clock. So in my process of healing my relationship with food and understanding my body and my body's needs, I came to understand I actually do not enjoy breakfast as soon as I wake up. I don't even have much of an appetite. I may physically get hungry, my stomach's growling. Nothing is appealing to me. I do not want to eat eggs. I don't want cereal. I don't want oatmeal. I don't even know. I know some people in the health world, they'll even eat steak, or my mom will even have salad for breakfast sometimes. Nothing is appealing to me. The only thing I can really digest or have an appetite for is a protein shake. So I do that with my coffee in the morning, and literally it's because my stomach's growling and I need to satisfy my hunger, and that's the only thing that's appealing to me. So so the stereotype of yes, I drink protein shakes, but then the other part is I'm not, I just don't believe that everybody should be eating breakfast at the same time or when they wake up. I think that your first meal of the day is when like you naturally get hungry, that you have to know yourself and honor that, and that's what's most important. And everybody's different.
Hmm. I
So
never
that
noticed if you have those big jars that of stuff. No?
no, so my the protein that I like, it's called Kachava. I do have an affiliate link. Maybe we could throw that under the video.
There you go.
So the reason I like Kachava is because, and I've tried so many different proteins. It takes me a while to drink my smoothie. I don't just chug it. I like to sip it. So what'll happen with some protein powders is it separates.
Yeah.
And then it's like mud in the bottom of my, like, my tumbler or whatever.
Your emotional support water
My emotional support water bottle.
bottle. Also stereotype. Because
Yeah.
again, all women, I think it's all of us now that have that emotional support water
I,
bottle.
I know. I know. Multiple, right? Multiple.
Oh, hell yeah.
um, yeah, but I would notice that some protein powders would separate, and then that pissed me off. Some of them just taste terrible. I am not a big fan of the stevia or artificial sweetener. I have a hard time with that. The aftertaste, it tastes so chemically. I don't care, like, oh, stevia is natural. Well, maybe the processing of it to get it to where it is not necessarily natural. And I don't care because I don't like the taste. I don't care. Um, so a lot of protein powders have changed their ingredients to try to keep it lower calorie, even if it's
Mm.
higher protein, but less sugar. But then without the sugar, it's lacking the taste. I don't want it sweet. So Kachava is the only one I use a chocolate flavor, and that's the only one that I've been using it for quite a while. Now, that being said, it bothers my sister's stomach. She can't drink it. My mom can't drink it. And I had another client who was trying it and it worked and she enjoyed it for a while and then it started bothering her stomach. So there must be something in there that bothers some people's stomachs. I don't know. But it it blends so nicely in my coffee. It's like it's perfect. I love it. So yeah, but it's not in a big jug to answer that question. It's I didn't forget. It's like it like kind of zippers
Oh,
itself. It's
yeah,
kind of
yeah,
like
yeah.
it's a more
Mhm.
sustainable packaging. It's very nice actually.
Yeah.
I'm a sucker for good packaging. Maybe that's because back in the day, even my graphic design days, I was like I would love to like work in packaging. That was like one of my dreams.
Hmm.
Um, so I always appreciate some good packaging. So
Yeah.
anyway, let's see what other stereotypes. I don't know. I've kind of spent some time trying to break up
Yes.
my industry.
Yes. So that's the other side. Tell me some other that are on the other side of it. Some
Uh,
things that you are absolutely not that stereotype. That is a stereotype of a trainer.
hmm.
Well, I could tell you one.
Oh, okay. Please help me out.
You don't get up at the ass crack of dawn
Oh, I don't.
and do all that shit that everybody says 5 o'clock club, 5 a.m. club.
Yeah, nope.
Yeah.
Nope. You're right. I don't do any of that shit. I don't.
Hmm.
Yeah, I've created my life to be, which we work on in the mentorship, like how do you want to be living your life? So I curated my life. So I wake up naturally, without an alarm, usually between 6:30 and 7.
Hmm.
And I'm not like immediately writing in my journal or planning my day or goal setting. Goal setting. That's something
Oh
I
yeah.
do. That's a huge stereotype. I do zero goal setting. I do
Yeah.
not do any goal setting, and I'm still a very ambitious person.
Yes.
I have a different approach. I do more of like dreaming and visualizing and envisioning and talking about what it is I want. Steve and I talking about what we want for our future,
Mhm.
not goals.
I have
I'm
heard so many trainers say, like, literally, if you don't have a goal, why are you here? Like, um, okay. So like right there, it's like I already fucking failed.
yeah,
I'm here without a goal. Like, well, how
yeah.
about I just want to like go on the bike for a little while? Like, whatever, you know? Like, and that's totally not your mindset at all.
No, and to
Yeah.
that point, even in my exercise routines and as I work out, I don't even have those kind of goals. Like I may have a mini goal, I guess, for a set that I'm working on. Like, okay, I know I did 18 push-ups in the last one. I'm going to see if I can get to 19 in this one. That's the extent of my goals.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's literally like in the moment of like something I'm like working on. If I'm working on a project for the business, my business or something, and I'm like, okay, I have a couple hours in the morning. I really like to get this part done by this time, by the time I leave the house or have to go train clients. That's the extent of my goal setting. I
Mm-hmm.
don't do any writing down of it though. It's
Mm-hmm.
more like, okay, I consider it more intention setting. I'm setting an intention. I'd like to finish this part of the project by this time. Um, and the reason that works for me is because I've realized how much my self-imposed deadlines nearly crippled me for most of my life.
Absolutely.
And I don't entertain that anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I No, everything I'm working on, I'm doing the best that I can in the time that I have it, and living a quality, happy life is important to me. So there will always be more to do tomorrow. There's always going to be more to do. Just like
Mm-hmm.
there's always going to be laundry, there's always dishes to wash, there's always stuff to do in my business. It's never ending,
Mm-hmm.
never ending. So I just have come to terms with that.
And you
And
would think like people watching this who are like, how does she do it? Because she has a business and she has clients and she has this. And if she doesn't have a list and she doesn't have goals, how does it happen? Well, I'm telling you, it does because you and we have like a very flexible schedule and we'll both be like, well, I have this going on. Okay, I have a meeting with this client this time. Let's see when we can get together. And if we can't, like the other day I wasn't feeling well and I just couldn't do it and I was like, we're like, well, let's just do it a different day because
Mhm.
without that pressure, it makes the other day feel authentically good, if that makes sense. Like we're not like saying like, oh my God, we couldn't do it on Tuesday. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? Oh, well, let's do it on Thursday instead or Friday instead. And it's
Yeah,
fine.
it's
It
totally
doesn't,
fine. Which actually brings up the point of like, I think another stereotype that I cannot relate to, the whole hustle culture of the like being a trainer and go, go, go and the hustling of it. Um, no. No. I'm not interested in that at all whatsoever. And yet, I still like it's so interesting to me because I'm still incredibly strong. It's like I can not really work on pull-ups and every once in a while randomly as I'm doing laps in my neighborhood, I'll just like go over to the jungle gym. Let me just see how many pull-ups I can do. I can just stock without even working on my pull-up game. I can crank out anywhere from 3 to 5 straight arm pull-ups without even working on my pull-up game. So I'm just like what like when I really do believe whatever I've got going on is good enough. I
yeah.
used to like, oh, no matter what I do, it's not good enough. Oh, this isn't good enough. But I've worked on that, reframing that belief so deeply that I'm really at an acceptance of this is good. This is good enough. This is adequate. This I feel good about where I'm at.
Mm-hmm.
And so what's nice about that is I don't have the anxiety of the chasing and I always feel like I'm behind. I don't have that at all,
Mm-hmm.
at all. And I think a lot of trainers out there still have that kind of chasing, ambitious, goal oriented, like striving, go getter kind of attitude. And I did it for a while and I got caught up in it and I just don't the payout wasn't there. I really and I did talk about that briefly, I think, in another conversation that we had, more about my awakening of realizing, holy shit. So if you work really hard, just because you work hard, that doesn't equate to a lot to making money. So I was like, wait, how does this, wait, how does this work then? I'm like, if it doesn't work like that, how does life work?
Right.
So,
And if you're not doing like 15 pull-ups,
yeah,
it doesn't make you happy.
right.
Right.
So I had to break up with that hustle, hard work mentality with happiness of like thinking I'm going to be happy on the other side of whatever it is I achieve. And that's just not the way it works. You have to find the gratitude, the happiness, the joy within it as you're going. And I have that now. I have that. So there's a lot of the other stuff I, yeah. And I see other trainers in it and I'm like, they'll figure it out.
Hmm.
I hope they figure out, but they have to figure it out on their own terms, just like I did.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, those are the things that came to mind for now. But speaking of living a happy quality life, I'm off to get a massage. So I've got to head out.
Wonderful.
So I had some clients. I did a workout. We're doing this video. I'm going to get a massage. I have another client call later. I'm living my best life.
Yes.
I love it.
Wonderful, wonderful trainer. Trainer Daner.
Yeah, the trainer Daner. And that's what I had a buddy who called me that in college. And then all my college friends just call me trainer for short. But yeah, trainer Daner to some, and it's that name is still alive. All right. So thanks for tuning in to this week's Dana Lee project, where Mandy's asking me just random questions. But if you have a question for me, you can post under any of these videos or send a DM or something on one of the socials, and I'll be happy to answer it. So, all right. We'll see you on the next one.
Awesome.